Well, I think today the most critical challenge facing UK manufacturers is essentially one of funding. Funding is extremely tight for UK manufacturing today, despite the best efforts of the Bank of England and the measures taken by the government. In the real world, it's still hard to get funding. Now, what this means is when companies are thinking about investing, their investment decisions are under huge scrutiny by their boards, by their operational boards, and indeed by their shareholders. In order to actually get an initiative off the ground, a PLM initiative for example, we have to be extremely clear and have an extremely compelling business case in terms of the value that PLM investment is actually going to return for the company. Our experience is that if we can actually come up with that business case, then businesses are extremely keen to invest, but again on the proviso that the returns are clearly understood, are clearly documented, and will ultimately be delivered. The issue from a UK perspective has really been one of confidence. If we look at the Euro economies, for example Spain, then their economy has materially been impacted, 20% down in terms of current numbers. The UK has been hit far less hard than that thus far. So the issue is one of confidence. I think that confidence is returning, but it's predicated really from an investment perspective around the fact that businesses have to be extremely confident of the returns that they're going to get from a particular investment. If I move on to my business, and my business is essentially talking to companies about deploying PLM and the top, say, 100 manufacturing companies in the UK economy, then there is a very healthy appetite to look at PLM. PLM, I think, now has emerged as a technology, a driver for change that can actually materially impact company performance in the way that ERP did from a cost reduction perspective in the 90s and early 2000s, and companies are extremely hungry to actually get those benefits. Those benefits could be in the kind of traditional PLM areas around rationalising data management, getting control of documents, workflows, improving the overall design processes. But increasingly today we're seeing value propositions that we're putting forward in other areas such as quality, embedding quality into the design process in a much closer way, in a much more holistic way through the life cycle. And in terms of service life cycle management, as businesses increasingly look to the aftermarket to actually generate real value-adding performance, the introduction of PTC's service life cycle management capability as part of Windchill is something that is incredibly resonant with companies and is certainly being embraced by a number of my key customers.